Okay, so I am feeling guided to doing a general collective message from the universe, from the angels, just to see what's going on energetically at the moment and what general guidance that spirit has for you right now. So I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. It's not going to be a pick a card reading, it's just going to be a general reading. So if you feel drawn to this message is for you. If you don't, then it's not for you. But yeah, so I'm going to shuffle the cards this time. So if you want to fast forward through this, you can. It's up to you. Fast forward. Again, like the old tapes. But yeah, I'm just going to start off with these cards here. I haven't used, this is the Osho Zen Tarot, and I haven't used them in a while. And so I'm excited to try them out again. I am not the best shuffler in the world, guys, and but I just thought I'll give you an opportunity to see me actually shuffling and how I do my readings, how I get my cards when I'm off screen for you guys. I do everything face down. I like to be authentic, and I don't necessarily read cards for what they say, or if it's a tarot card, what that tarot means. It's not always the message that I will bring through. Really, it's whatever spirit, whatever spirit's messages are. I'll just intuitively pick up whatever messages that are lying within the cards for you guys. How do I get the messages? A lot of my messages are knowing, so I just clear knowing, I just pops in. A lot of it is senses, so you hear me saying I feel a lot because a lot of it is through my feelings, and I also hear, and I have visual as well. So it's a bit of a mixture, but I am very clairsentient and claircognizant. Okay, so that's enough shuffling. Let's just see now. Asking the universe for the general messages for the collective right now from the universe and the angels of the highest resonance. What is the collective message right now for those drawn to this video? So let's have a look. I'm just going to take whatever comes out, guys, and we'll see. And I'm not doing them back to front. I'm doing them face up. I hope you guys can see that's a little bit low, isn't it? See if I can bring my tripod up a bit. No, doesn't seem to want to go up. What is the general collective message general collective message, please, angels of the highest resonance? See if there's any more from the Osho Tarot. Yep. Okay. And we've also got this one here. And then I'm going to these ones. These cards here are from the, just Sacred Spirit reading cards. These are beautiful cards. Really love them. Okay. I'm just going to shuffle these ones now. So, Angels of the Highest Resonance. What is the general message here for those that are drawn to this video? General message for those drawn. It's a bit hard for you to see because of my tripod, so I'll just do it behind. Okay. And then I've got one from here as well. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so I want to see if I can bring this up a bit further. Just going to pause. Just going to have to go with it that way. I need to get another tripod because this one of them that I was using is broken, and this one doesn't really suit the angles that I like. So anyway, we'll just have to bear with it and move forwards with the reading. So I'm just going to put some of these to the side. I might even just lift this up and do it as I go. So, okay. So let's have a look. We've got possibilities, inner voice, outsider, rebirth, guilt, suppression, adventure, tuning in, aloneness. Okay. I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are struggling at the moment. I feel like a lot of you are wanting more in your life. You are wanting to experience a lot more peace and joy. However, and I feel like you're wanting to bring in more change into your life as well, but I'm getting the sense at the moment that things aren't really clear, and it's a time of being alone. It's a time of self-discovery, and it's a time of removing any limitations, any negative energy in the way of thoughts, because I feel like with some of you, with this card in particular, you can see that she's in quite a lot of anguish, and it's because, can you see at the top there's a lot of flowers there? So there's a lot to be enjoyed around her, but she's consumed with her thoughts. She's consumed with despair of what is happening around her. And I feel like, to me, there's this sense that with a lot of you, it's a time of transformation and change and awakening, and it's about moving up above and moving out of the what's held you back, and moving, and I'm clearing my throat, so there's a lot of throat stuff here. It's about finding your inner voice. It's about really coming in to yourself and finding who you really are and moving away from the illusions of what it is that's around you, okay? Because I feel like, you can see with this card, the outsider, I feel like for some of you feel like an outsider, you do not feel like you belong in your story. Okay, and you just want to get out, and some of you feeling trapped within your situation, but and this is what's causing you a lot of the anguish here, okay? And then you've got suppression here. You're feeling tied in, and feeling a lot of struggle, but this is giving you an opportunity to come into yourself, be alone right now, and allow yourself to tune in and to remove all of that energy of worry and stress, okay? Just moving the cards here. See if you can tune in and get rid of all the noise around you, and get rid of all of that, all the situations that are going on around you, all of the thoughts that are trapping you. I do feel like this is a lot of thought energy. I feel like it's patterns of thoughts, and I feel like for some of you they're deeply rooted. Okay, so they're thought patterns that have gone on with you time and time again, and they're deeply rooted within the unconscious, so you're not even aware of all the thoughts that you are having, okay? And this repeats patterns in your life. It repeats the struggle in your life because of these unconscious thoughts, these unconscious beliefs, okay? Not necessarily always the thoughts, but usually the beliefs turn into thoughts that turn into actions, and that attract certain situations in your life, okay? And I'm feeling a sense too that some of you are aware that this is happening, and you really want to make a change, but you're really struggling with that, almost with the ego, and in between the ego and the heart, and you're just feeling like this girl who just wants to pull her hair out, really. But yeah, you need to be alone right now so that you can tune in and tune away from all the noise around you, so that you can really come in, okay? Because if you have a look here, you've got the inner voice. So if you can tune in, get silent, you can listen to yourself, you can find your truth, you can find clarity there, and you can start to really find what it is that is deeply rooted, okay? Finding what it is that's trapping you, that's holding you down, what belief systems from your experiences in life, from your past lives, even from from what you've been told from others, from society. You've got all of these beliefs that are just holding you, okay? And the key out of this, guys, is by tuning in, okay? By being alone, all right? We've got rebirth here. There's an opportunity after you've tuned in to have this rebirth, and I want to say you've got the strength to do this, all right? You need to rise above. You need to rise above the struggle and have the courage to tune in, to get quiet, to be alone, okay? And to move through this. I'm just going to grab these other cards here and we'll come back to the other ones, all right? I just don't have a lot of space on here, but we'll work with it. Life's about working with what we have within the moment. Otherwise, we never get started. So anyway, moving forwards, we've got rain. So yeah, it's the rain here, purification. It's a time of cleansing. It's cleansing the old belief systems out. It's getting to the root of things, the unconscious, so that you can heal. And, you know, if you think about this, just think about all of those ropes there as limiting beliefs that are holding you back, that are tying you in this space. So if you can get silent right now, if you can tune in right now, tune out of all of what's going on outside of you, turn the news off, turn social media off, cut it off so that you can start to focus on you, so that you can see what it is that needs clearing, okay? What belief systems need clearing from your system, all right? So that you can purify yourself. You can release it. And again, with the clouds here, I feel like saying that you're able to shift and make the change. You're able to get the clarity that you want, okay, and that you deserve, because you don't want to stay in this energy here. You want to be able to smell the beautiful scented flowers around you. You want to be able to see the possibilities. And that's another message I'm hearing from Spirit, is that for some of you, you have beautiful things around you, but because of your thoughts, your beliefs, it's like you're trapped in the illusions of things. It's like the thoughts are clouding your truth. And for instance, I'm just being told to tell you guys about an experience for me. Okay, so in the past, I used to make up, if somebody hadn't spoke to me for a long period of time, I would make up this story in my mind that it was because this person didn't like me, or this person didn't want to talk to me anymore. You know, I used to just come up with all of this story. I used to get really worked up about it. I used to get really upset about it. And then I would go through, nobody likes me and all of this, like, okay, it was just a horrible cycle. And I put myself through all of this when really it could have just been this person's just really tired. They've been working a lot, okay? So it's just a little bit of an example of how your thoughts, right, can cloud your vision, okay, of what things really are. Now, these thoughts, as I was saying, come from the belief system. And for me, it came from worthiness. Okay, and I had to recognize that to be able to clear that, so that I then didn't have all of that, all of those triggers and all of those emotions. Okay, and getting grounding. All right, grounding is really important right now. Okay, that's the message the angels want you to know, because as you're healing and as you're growing and as you're becoming more aware, as you're shifting these energies, you really need to be grounded into the earth to help nurture your growth, okay? And I've said this before, like when you're out in nature, you can feel that connection, because when you're going through all of this, it's really hard to feel connected. It feels like you can feel lost, you feel alone, you feel it's very hard to see the light, okay? But when you're out in nature, it pretty much forces you to acknowledge it. If you're at the park, you can't help but notice the people around you and the birds and the clouds in the sky. Or if you're at the ocean, you can hear the ocean, the waves coming up and the wind blowing by and the seagulls. There's so much. And make that intention once you get outside to really look and take notice of all of the senses around you. I'm just going to grab this one too. We've got here clear and activate. So as I was saying, it's a time of cleansing for you, and doing this is going to make way for you to bring in new energy. It's going to purify you. It's going to open your world up to new possibilities. And as I say that, I look at this possibilities card. Okay? And also I want to say, be like that eagle, soaring above the thoughts, soaring above anything that's holding you back. And look at your world from another point of view. This will help you, okay? And this, with the creation, you want to create your new life. You don't want to be stuck in that energy. You don't want to be stuck in that cycle. So it's about creating what it is you do want and focusing on that, focusing on the possibilities, on the change. And okay, I'm hearing for some of you, you may be thinking, well, how do I know this is even going to be possible for me? Because things, I feel like for some of you, are pretty difficult right now. So I want to say, give it a go. Start dreaming, start imagining. How do you want your life? Start writing it down. Just start. How do you want your life to feel? This is really going to bring you into your heart, okay? And this is going to help you. Take yourself on an adventure. Take yourself on an inner adventure. How do you want your world to look? Because you create your reality. So what do you want moving forwards? Because you have an opportunity of rebirth here. Okay? You are source energy. You are the creator of your reality. And sometimes things happen that we don't consciously create, but it's just the laws of the universe. And I'm still learning this every day. But you can do it. You have the strength and the courage. Okay, and I'm feeling like for some of you, you are not necessarily understood by others around you. I feel like for some of you, you just have been left out in the cold. Okay, use this time to get back to your source. Okay, enjoy. The angels are saying enjoy the ordinariness in life. So try and find joy in things that are just your normal day-to-day things. Like when you're eating, how does it taste? when you're doing your washing, what does the washing, nice smelling washing smell like? How do you feel when you're hanging it out in the line? Listen to some music while you're doing some cleaning. Whatever it is that you do in your ordinary life, how can you make it interesting and fun? And this just helps get you out of your head, okay? Yeah, it's a really big change for a lot of you now, okay? Now I'm just going to pause the video while I get my tripod organized again. Just a minute. Okay, so I've got the angel cards. So let's have a look what the last messages are for you guys. Now, as I said, if this message doesn't resonate for you, you know, it's not for you. But if you've gotten this far through, it probably is anyway. I think a lot of us are going through major changes, many of us. It's like people awakening every single day. All right, let's have a look. It's up to you. And meditation brings, I'm going to leave it there. So we've got it's up to you and meditation brings answers. So like I was saying, guys, it's up to you to make that change. It's up to you to choose to release, to make an intention every day to focus on what's around you, to get grounded and to tune in, to get silent, to focus on you and transforming yourself, okay? And again, meditation brings answers, okay? So if you need help, ask your angels, ask your spirit guides, ask the universe to help. Make the intentions. I keep saying that Spirit really wants you to know that the intentions are important. So whatever it is that you need healing right now, make that intention, ask for that help. And you'll be able to rebirth into a new life. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and I hope that helps you in moving forwards. If you would like a similar reading that's more in depth and suited for you personally, I do private readings. Just send me an email, which is my email is in the description box. So just send me an email on there, and then I can let you know how much it is, and yeah, we can go from there, and I can just do a video reading for you and send that through and help you in moving forwards in your life. So I hope that helps you. Let me know if that resonated for you. I'd love to hear about it, and please like and subscribe to my channel so for further more readings. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.